Hi there folks, it's Matt Hayson with this week's Market Wrap. Well, the election is done and dusted. I'm not going to waste too much time on that. Of course, we all know the outcome of that, but have we seen an impact in our market in the post-election? Well, we have. We've certainly seen an improvement in confidence from both buyers and sellers. Now, we would put that down to more so around the election actually being over, allowing people to get back to business and remove that one big distraction. Also, in a potentially positive boost for the property market, it does look as though interest rates will be reduced next month. As you can see, as this graph comes up, the markets are already factoring in a decline of 25 basis points next month, but the narrative from Governor Phillip Lowe in the last RBA minutes also suggests that that interest rate cut will come through. Also, some very interesting news for anybody looking to obtain a mortgage in the near future is that APRA are looking to change their current serviceability or assessment rate. Around 4 years ago, APRA introduced regulations that anybody looking to obtain a new loan would have a buffer of 2% or a floor rate of 7% applied to any loan that they were applying for, whichever was the higher. Now, banks in recent times have been applying an assessment rate of 7.25%. Now, that's made many call for an argument that the gap between the assessment rate and where actual loan rates is actually too far. So what APRA are looking to do is pass the control over to the banks and allow banks to apply their own stress test on any new applicant. Now, what banks are likely to do is reapply that 2% buffer, maybe up to 2.5%. Now, that has a significant impact on somebody's borrowing capacity. So, for example, if you could borrow a little bit over $1 million in the current assessment rate versus the new assessment rate, it means that you can actually borrow an extra $125,000. Now, what does that mean when you're actually looking at a property? Well, it could move you from a 2-bedroom home to a 3-bedroom home. It could move you from an unrenovated home to a renovated home. So it actually does have a significant impact for the market. Now, there's also some challenges for the property market, there's no doubt about it. Now, one of the big things, if you are looking to obtain a loan, is this introduction here in Australia of open banking. So what this essentially means is banks are now going to have much better and clearer data on all of our finances. So if you do go to apply for a loan, a bank will be able to look at your relationships across multiple financial institutions and then understand whether or not they can actually provide you with a loan. Now, this will improve lending standards from both mortgage brokers and also the banks. However, it could put downward pressure on somebody's borrowing capacity of up to 25%. Now, that could counteract any change to the assessment rate. Now, the tip is, with open banking being introduced here in Australia, that you need to be living as though you've already got the loan before you actually go in and meet a financial institution. Also, we do know that the real estate market here in Australia has been in decline over the last couple of years. And what we can see now is any jobs related to the real estate sector are actually in decline. As I bring up this graph here, real estate related jobs are actually occupying 4 of the top 5 job ads which are in decline in this country. So as you can see, we've got some positives for the property market and also some challenges well ahead for us. As it stands at the moment, we're still seeing that limited supply of property coming onto the market, which is a hallmark of the winter months, and that's keeping that buyer enthusiasm for any new listing at a pretty reasonable rate. We are very interested to see what the response is from the buying market this weekend following the election, and we'll certainly report on that next weekend. As it looks on Saturday, we've got 26 degrees. Who would have thought, a week out from winter, and our entire team looks forward to seeing you out and about. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week.